Welcome to another Nintendo Switch news roundup. If you do go on to enjoy this video, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button and make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already for everything Nintendo Switch. But I will be rounding up some of the latest Switch news, so I will have another news roundup coming out later today. There's just so much stuff to talk about that I can't really fit it into one video. So the first thing that we'll be talking about is that there is going to be a Fire Emblem Direct happening this week. It is happening on Wednesday. I'll leave a link to a video where I list all of the times in the description in that video. So basically, somebody, I do believe this was on a Nintendo, I think it was on the Fire Emblem Warriors page, and somebody went on the source of that website and they found Fire Emblem for Nintendo Switch, or Fire Emblem Fates I should say, for Nintendo Switch in the source code of the Fire Emblem Warriors Nintendo Switch website. So maybe this suggests that Fire Emblem Fates will be coming out for the Switch, a port of the 3DS game which only came out last year, like at the start of last year. And it suggests that the game will be coming out for the Switch, and it suggests that that will be one of those announcements in the Fire Emblem Direct. So yeah, I think that is a bad idea in one aspect, just because, you know, 3DS owners won't really be interested in that, just because they would have picked up Fire Emblem Fates only the year before. But it's also quite smart due to Fire Emblem Warriors coming out at the end of the year, and if you got some Fire Emblem Fates characters in there, which I have no doubt that there will be, just because Fire Emblem Fates was really popular, then some people might say, you know what, I want to actually check out those characters even more. But you know, them having Fire Emblem Fates on the Switch, it will mean that maybe those guys playing Fire Emblem Warriors that are interested in Fire Emblem Fates based off of Warriors, then maybe those people will pick up Fire Emblem Fates for the Switch. So I think it's bad and smart in one aspect, like I think it's bad and smart at the same time. Will it sell well? I just don't know. But yeah, I think this will be announced on Wednesday. So the next thing that I need to talk about in this video is that according to the YouTuber Studio Q, Rockstar will be bringing over LA Noire to the Switch, and that will be coming out in September, I do believe that rumour was. Now apparently Studio Q has a source that was right about a lot of stuff about the Switch in the past. I don't know how true that is. He could just be saying that to make this rumour look more vindicated. And I always say this about every single rumour from a YouTuber. It's like, why would somebody go to a YouTuber and not go to somebody like Game Explain that have got like 700,000 subscribers, or go to somebody like Eurogamer or IGN, somebody with a lot more exposure than Studio Q? No offense to Studio Q, I'm just saying it in terms of, you know, obviously in terms of exposure, then IGN, you know, and people like that have got a much bigger exposure than a YouTuber. But yeah, do I believe this rumour? No, I don't. And I don't really believe a lot of rumours from YouTubers in general. And you know, maybe he did get, or his source got a lot of stuff right. I wasn't really paying attention to those leaks that Studio Q made in the past, so I don't know whether those leaks turned out to be true. Maybe one of you guys could let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, maybe if that did turn out to be true, then maybe he could be right on this. So yeah, I just want to comment on LA Noire if it did happen. Obviously it is big if Rockstar did support the Switch, and I said this from the start that there may be Take-Two on the list. Maybe that does mean that Rockstar will be supporting the Switch, just because Take-Two are the publishers for many of Rockstar's games. So maybe that does suggest that Rockstar will be supporting the Switch, but I think that just means that Take-Two will just be supporting the Switch with games like NBA 2K18. So LA Noire, I haven't played the game, but this is a flipping PS3 game, crying out loud. Why can't we get a newer game like GTA 5 or Red Dead Redemption 2? I think if they did bring out LA Noire, at the same time as the other consoles got Red Dead Redemption 2, then it'll just make the Switch look really, really bad. So I think, I know a lot of people will disagree with me on this, but if they did bring LA Noire, then I think it would sell bad, and then Rockstar would just turn around and say, oh, Nintendo fans don't want our games. I think if you are coming out and making games for the Switch, Rockstar, and make some flipping new games, crying out loud, and not bring a flipping old game that is available at dirt cheap prices on other systems. Don't bring an old port from the PS3, Xbox 360 generation. That isn't good enough. But would I pick up LA Noire for the Switch? Yes, I would, just because, you know, I don't have a PS3 or Xbox 360, so it would be a new game for me personally. But I know a lot of people out there will be disappointed if the Switch just got LA Noire from Rockstar and that is it. I do doubt whether Rockstar would support the Switch, just because Rockstar and Nintendo have a very bad relationship, although Rockstar have supported Nintendo systems in the past with GTA Chinatown Wars on the DS. I did actually have that game and it was actually really fun. It was pretty much GTA in top down, so that was a really fun game. And they did release Bullet. I do believe Bullet was a Rockstar game as well, and they released that game for the Wii, so maybe they could release a game for the Switch. Like I said, I do doubt this rumour. I do doubt where this rumour comes from. I don't really think this is reliable, but hey, if I'm wrong then I must apologise, but this is just how I feel. I'm just going to be sceptical until it turns out to be true, if it does turn out to be true. And yeah, like I said, I do have my doubts on that. So the next thing that I need to talk about in this video is that Gearbox has said that it is very unlikely that Borderlands 3 will come out for the Switch, just because Gearbox were in discussions with Nintendo to support the Switch, but unfortunately those discussions did break down. So I think you can count out Gearbox in terms of supporting the Switch. Am I really that bothered about that? No, I'm not, just because I don't really play Gearbox games. I'm not really a fan of them, so that wouldn't really affect me in general. But I guess it would look bad on the Switch in terms of its third-party support. The more developers supporting the system, the better. So I guess it is disappointing that Gearbox, I don't think, will support the Switch. I don't think you will see any Gearbox games coming out for the Switch. So that is going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts about everything that I've talked about in the comment section below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.